Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news, not too much today, but definitely some really cool stuff, so let's get to it. The very first thing I want to tell you guys about is Creative Beast Studio and the fact that we just got images of the first Tyrannosaur sculpt, the first physical sculpt in hand, fully put together, and this is the juvenile Tyrannosaurus Rex figure. A few interesting facts about the figure is that it was 100% hand sculpted and measures about 12 inches long, and is actually based on the Jane specimen. The base that you see in these images is not the final base, though it will come with a stand similar to this, and there will actually be 2 additional sets of feet so that you can pose it with running poses or flat foot poses, and this will be one of the initial offerings for the Tyrannosaur series Kickstarter planned for next spring. And I must say that this is insanely beautiful, and I am incredibly excited about the upcoming Tyrannosaur Beast of the Mesozoic line, because again, so many cool species of Tyrannosaurs that I've never even seen get figures, but especially getting Beast of the Mesozoic treatment, you'll know that you are probably going to get some of the best versions, if not the best versions, of each of the dinosaurs that will be created, and this juvenile Tyrannosaurus is just absolutely gorgeous in every possible way. Sculpt and detail is off the charts on this, and again, I am really excited now seeing some of the images here of the very first sculpt of the Tyrannosaur series. Means that it's definitely going to start getting cooler and cooler as time goes on, because we'll start seeing more and more sculpts of these figures, and this is definitely one of the best lines I think that we'll probably see for years to come, because each and every Beast of the Mesozoic line so far has been amazing, and I feel like this Tyrannosaur series will be definitely no different. And then as far as Rebor goes, they recently teased us with a few images of some of their upcoming Retrosaurs, and we can take a look here at 2 different images of the figures, and you can see that as far as this one version, we have them almost actually put together and looking really beautiful, absolutely gorgeously sculpted. And then we also have this image showing just a little bit of some of the pieces of the Charles R. Knight version, and again, both look incredibly cool, and definitely 2 figures that I am incredibly interested in, as I love the retro look of dinosaur figures. I love kind of vintage dinosaur figures with the tail dragging on the ground, all that fun stuff. Something about it just takes me back to my childhood, and both of these look to be 2 of the best figures of that style that I'll probably ever see. So super excited about both of these. And then as far as Mesozoo goes, we have a look here at their Spinosaurus model, although they actually will be changing this up a little bit because we can't see a quadrupedal version of a Spinosaurus here. But they recently made a poll, and the poll was asking fans if they would rather see bipedal or quadrupedal. It seems as though the majority of people wanted to see the bipedal version, of course, as that's what we now believe Spinosaurus to be, so they are going to be resculpting it a little bit to give us that bipedal version when the figure does officially release. But this is a really nice looking Spinosaurus, and after recently reviewing their Allosaurus, this is another figure I am greatly anticipating. I also wanted to show you guys these images of a really cool Velociraptor bust that will be up for sale very soon by Alex Kendrick. They are planning on making some casts of this beautiful Jurassic Park inspired Velociraptor bust to sell, and having a life-sized Velociraptor, especially a Jurassic Park version of a Velociraptor, you know it's going to be gigantic, but something that I think would be probably one of the coolest possible collectibles to own and have in your collection. So if this is something that you might be interested in, I will include a link in the description to Alex Kendrick on Facebook, where you can inquire further about things like price and release dates, as I don't have any of that information currently, or you can contact me and I can contact them for you. And then as far as Candid Sculpts goes, we have a look here at the current progress of their Pachyrhinosaurus, and as per usual, Candid Sculpts creates some of the best ceratopsian kits that I think I've ever seen, so I had a lot of confidence in them going into the sculpting process of this Pachyrhinosaurus, and you can see here that it's exactly as I expected to be one of the best Pachyrhinosaurus models that I've ever seen. The scale detail on this is just absolutely gorgeous, but they've done a great job in general on the entire thing. A really nice, beautiful looking Pachyrhinosaurus model, so if this is something that you would be interested in ordering when it is officially finished, I will leave a link here in the description for you to contact Candid Sculpts on Facebook, or again, you can contact me and I will contact them for you. And then as far as PNSO goes, we have a tease of an upcoming figure from them. They seem to be just dropping some figures on us out of nowhere anymore with no warning whatsoever, as a Microraptor recently was released on their Amazon PNSO store. But we now have a look at this figure, which looks to me to be a Boreal Pelta, but I don't believe there was any confirmation so far. But man, that thing is absolutely beautiful. I'm really hoping that this is going to be just like one of their standard figures and not some sort of a very high-end resin model or anything, because the appearance of this is incredible looking, and I really want to get a hold of it for sure whenever it does release. Again, we don't really have any information on this release quite yet other than these images, but it looks to be quite impressive. And then Safari Ltd has been teasing us lately with a few images of some of their upcoming prehistoric figures for 2021. We do have a few kind of blurry images of just sort of silhouettes of the dinosaurs that they will be releasing, and of course some of which are fairly obvious as to what they are, but we don't have any actual confirmation so far from Safari Ltd confirming the species. But ones like this we can clearly tell is an updated Spinosaurus, which I cannot wait to see. But again, some of which are a little bit less obvious, although we kind of are thinking we know what they are. This one sort of looks like a Baryonyx potentially, but no word again quite yet on what they are for sure. And they actually will be releasing some mythical interpretations of two dinosaurs, as I think it looks like we've got a Tyrannosaur and a Triceratops with a mythical twist coming from Safari Ltd. So I'll be really interested in seeing what those look whenever we do get the official reveals of each of these figures. And then one of my favorite sculptors of all time, Darren McDonald, has a brand new sculpt out, and it is probably one of my favorite sculpts I think I've ever seen of any dinosaur model ever. This is his 1/12 scale Tarbosaurus, and you know, being 1/12 scale, this is a huge model. The model actually measures 38.5 inches along the spine from nose to the tip of the tail. And it is actually a limited edition of only 30, so there are so few of these that are going to be made. Definitely something that if you are interested in, I would get on purchasing immediately, because with only 30 being made, there are very few that in the grand scheme of things will be available. So again, something that if you want to get a hold of, I would definitely suggest purchasing straight away. And I actually have a really cool offer for you guys if you go ahead and want to order this. Again, it is currently on eBay, but if you contact them on Facebook and tell them that you would like to order this, and I will include a link in the description to Darren McDonald's Facebook page, and you tell them that Andy sent you from Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, you will actually get free shipping on this, which is really awesome, because if you look on eBay, the shipping costs are actually about $50. So if you contact them on Facebook and let them know that Andy from Andy's Dinosaur Reviews sent you, you will get $50 off pretty much by getting free shipping. So that is incredibly awesome. Thank you to Darren McDonald for that really cool offer here on my channel. And again, this is an unbelievable looking Tarbosaurus, absolutely beautiful in every possible way. So if you would like to order this incredible Tarbosaurus resin kit, I will include a link in the description to Darren McDonald again on Facebook, where you can contact him, or if you would like to order it and don't have social media, you can contact me and I will contact them for you. And then as far as Wild Past goes, we have a look at the current production of the Tethyshadros figure, which is really exciting. You can see just how beautiful the detail on that Tethyshadros looks right here in this image. And Wild Past is actually hoping to have both the Tethyshadros and Scutosaurus available before Christmas. Unfortunately, due to everything going on in the world, it was delayed just a tad, so hopefully they will be back on schedule very soon. And they actually have yet another Protoceratops available, but only through Shapeways. If you happen to have the previous Protoceratops release from Wild Past, then this Protoceratops might be something that could interest you, to have kind of a family of Protoceratops figures. And just like with the initial figure, I think this one looks incredibly beautiful as well. So make sure, if you are interested in this, you head to the Shapeways Wild Past store after the video is over and order this incredibly nice looking Protoceratops. And then we have a look at two new ornaments for this year. We have a Velociraptor Blue, a Lego version, and then we actually have a regular Velociraptor Blue, and I think that one looks absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if they're both going to be sold in the Hallmark store, or potentially maybe you could find some of these at Walmart, but regardless, two really cool looking ornaments coming out this year, and thanks to Bruce E. Gord Jr., who had posted this image, something I definitely want to get a hold of as soon as I can locate them, as I do believe the Lego version is actually for sale currently on the Hallmark store, but I don't believe the one on the right, the Velociraptor Blue regular version, is quite yet. So I don't know exactly where you can pick that one up, but as soon as I do find out, I will be sure to let you know. And the final thing I want to let you guys know about is Mattel, but not too much of anything interesting in it. That's just the fact that the Amber collection has officially made it to Target stores, as Velociraptor Delta has actually been showing up in Target stores across the United States. So if you have not picked that figure up quite yet, or any of the Amber collection figures, it is really awesome that they have now finally started to hit stores in the United States. So head to your local Target and you should hopefully be able to acquire a Velociraptor Delta right now. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.